Hello everybody and welcome to the 30-day blog challenge. This is the first day and we are just getting started. It's actually much later than I thought that I'd be sending out this email and this video to you, but Spence and I have been hard at work in the lab and didn't get a chance to do it today. So it's about, looking at my clock, it's about 8 p.m. Mountain Time here in Salt Lake City. And what we're looking at right now is the plugins for KevinHDavis.com. So thinking through the challenge, I thought that I'd use my personal blog at KevinHDavis.com. I haven't posted to this blog since sometime in 2011 when I applied to work with Jeff Walker with his product launch formula and his series of companies as one of their tech superstars. So that was my last post. It was a video for Jeff and his team, kind of a video resume. And you can still see that on the blog as well. I haven't taken it down. But that was the last thing. And then I really, got away from blogging on my personal blog and hadn't done a lot with it since then, obviously, since I haven't posted since then. But I have gone through some updates. I've gone through, this last week I've actually went through and some of the plugins and some of the plugins that we had been testing over on Social Traffic Lab, I've now put them over on KevinHDavis.com as well. So for my 30-day blog challenge, I'm going to be actually using this blog as the blog that I'm ramping up for traffic. And what I wanted to talk to you about tonight was suggesting that you install a Google Analytics WordPress plugin so you can actually track the results in there. Some people actually use, if they're using cPanel, they might be using AWStats. The problem with AWStats is it's just the stats are inflated so much. It may make you feel good, but there is no way that this blog has had 3,852 visitors in the month of December. If we actually look at analytics after I installed it, we can see Thursday, December 27th, according to Google Analytics, there's only 5. But if we look at the 27th here, under AWStats, it says 411 visits and 1,208 hits. The difference is analytics is filtering out all the spiders that are coming out to your site. We can see that my site here is just killed with not only spiders from the US, but a lot of traffic from China, Russia, and Germany as well, which are just these bots out here hitting the pages. And so here's even Googlebot came out 10,353 times in December, and it was last there December 31st. Even if we look at this month, if we go to January, there we go, 2013, AWStats already reports 984. And if we look, we switch over to analytics, and we look at this month, we can see we're looking at 6 visits, 3 visits, a total of 37 visits. So obviously there's a big discrepancy there, and Google Analytics is actually the one with the real information. So, so to do that, the plugin that I suggest is from Yoast, or it is this Google Analytics for WordPress from Yoast Develop, which is Yoast.com. And there was a couple of them out there. I find that this one is the best one for the features and the custom variable tracking and the filtering that you can do to not track your visits as an administrator as well. If we look at the settings, you can either enter your ID manually, or you can log in and find it as well. And you can choose whether to put it in the header or insert it manually. I just took the default to put it in the header. You can track outbound clicks and downloads. Show advanced settings is going to show the advanced settings down here for custom variables, and then allow tracking of anonymous data. So this allow tracking of anonymous data is letting them track anonymous data to see how well the plugin is performing. and whether or not there's any problems with the plugin itself. Since I'm using this plugin for free, I'm going to let them track that anonymous data just so they can make it better. But on the custom variable settings, this is kind of interesting because you can actually segment your stats by these different things. So you can choose up to 5 custom variables. So I'm actually going to extend tracking by the post type, by the tags I'm using, by the publication year, and all categories. So it's actually going to give me some additional stats based on those different selections. You can also ignore administrators or editors or subscribers. I have it set to ignore no one. I'll probably change it to administrator here. And then you can track outbound clicks as page views if you want, track downloads as page views. I have those turned off as well. And then you have your different extensions for the downloads, the track full URL of outbound clicks or just the domain. I like to track the whole URL instead of the domain. This is especially useful on Social Traffic Lab because we also have subdomains there as well. So we actually have the subdomain tracking turned on as well on Social Traffic Lab. If you're using any kind of shopping cart with your WordPress plugin, like one shopping cart or something like that, you may want to turn on cross-domain tracking. And this allows you to, it sets it up so it uses this set allow linker, the whole technical jargon there for Google Analytics, so that any variables, so let's say your search keywords coming into your site, transfer over to the analytics that you have installed on your cart. So like on discountcardstock.com, we use this cross-domain tracking. We've done it manually on our shopping cart in order to track conversions from coming into the site, picking a product, going out to the shopping cart, and then checking out. And then on our checkout page, we have a goal completion that we're tracking through that as well. So we'll probably get into some more detail. Maybe even it might be after the 30-day challenge, but we'll probably get into some more analytics training in Social Traffic Lab here coming up. So if you're running AdSense, you can track AdSense with this plugin as well. If you wanted to host the Google Analytics JavaScript locally, you could do that. If you wanted to track extra search engines, if there's some weird search engine that you want to put in that Google Analytics doesn't normally track, you can put it in there, but it does cover Yahoo, Bing, and all that as well. And then you can track the RSS feeds. And if you want to track your login and registration forms, you could do that. Comment forms, and that's pretty much it there. You can also track internal links to track as outbound. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I don't turn that on. I just use the defaults there. So we just hit update since I did change that to not track administrator. And now our settings are set up. So if we look at the plugin up on the repository, if I go to add new and I say analytics, probably Yoast, if I spell it right. So this is the plugin that I'm using, Google Analytics for WordPress. If you do Analytics Yoast, then it comes up as number 1 within the plugin repository. And just there, if you haven't installed it yet, they'll be installed now there, and it'll be here, and you can just click on that to install the plugin. So that's the training part of tonight, and I'm just going to be going through a bunch of different plugins, a bunch of different strategies. I'm going to be going through our editorial calendar as well. There's a plugin I'm using for that I'm planning out all of my posts, and I just set that up. I have about 20 days planned already now, and so I'll go through that calendar with you and show you how that plugin works to actually move posts around within WordPress to change the dates just by using a drag and drop calendar. But what I want you to do tonight and possibly tomorrow is to get Google Analytics set up if you haven't already on your blog so you can actually track your progress within the 30-day challenge. And we'll see this go from 6, 3, and 3 visitors up on my personal blog, hopefully up to a lot more. And then if we look at the blog itself, I think I have about 190 FeedBurner subscribers. Yeah, so 196 FeedBurner subscribers. Hopefully, if all goes well in the next 30 days, this number will go up as well, and then we'll see some traffic building on this site as we post every day. So, thanks a lot. See you soon.